No, we got it. No, we got it. It's all good.
You got it? Good. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm just about to head out to do my installation lap, so I've got a quali van. Then I will join you for a bit of chat.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, quite a bit of echo there. So potentially fix that.
Yeah, let's see. That's better. Turn down my mic sensitivity.
I can hear you clicking through the Oh my goodness.
How's that? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
No idea.
Apologies, everyone.
You're probably better on your own.
Yeah, all good.
I'll jump out. Sorry about that.
Yep, easy. Well, apologies for that minor interruption there, but yeah, welcome along to Tier 3. I'm your host, Jados. It's lovely to be along here tonight in Austria after a bit of a bumpy start, but excited to get underway this evening. And we've had a few lap times set already. We're about 6 minutes into qualifying. Deadly Fuller leading the way at the moment, followed by Trenner and Swiss Lord. And we'll just have a look at some of the standings at the moment. As Power's currently leading the championship on 185 points, about 70 points ahead of Bridgie in second place, so a massive gap between first and second. But then it gets quite close. Cuds is also tied with Bridgie for second. I don't see Cuds or Bridgie in the race at the moment, so looks like they both aren't racing tonight. And then Deadly Fuller, 6 points behind them, followed by Quick Killer. So very close battle for second in the championship. That looks like what most of the drivers will be fighting for tonight. As for the constructors, Williams at the moment have about a 90-point advantage over McLaren in second. So Williams dominant in the drivers and the constructors at the moment. But after McLaren gets very tight again, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, Haas and Alpine all within about 15 points of each other. So going to be really interesting to see how some of the drivers perform tonight. And we're watching Quick Killer at the moment, who's 7/10 up on his lap. This could almost be good enough for fastest in that Alfa Romeo at the moment. And Austria, one of the shorter laps on the F1 calendar. Very fun circuit to drive as well. So Quick Killer now making his way around the final corner, crossing the line, and good enough for fastest at this moment, 105.1. Nicely done by him. And yeah, knocks off Deadly Fuller's time by just over a tenth. So starting to see a little bit of early track evolution around this circuit, which is lovely to see. Tetris looks like to be on an in-lap at the moment. There's a few drivers now coming out for their second run. And because of the nature of the Austria track, the times are going to be very close together. As you can already see, the spread is about 7/10 across the 6/10 across the top 10. So extremely close, and just a little mistake or a little gain in time could make a massive difference to the qualifying position. But it is a sprint weekend, so there's plenty of time to make up positions and plenty of points on offer as well. As we have a look at Swiss Lord here, who is currently on a lap in fourth position, about 2/10 away from Quick Killer. And he took that first corner pretty neatly. Now the run up to turn 3, and he's just under a tenth up on his time. That's pretty good. Not a lot of time to be gained through the first sector, and now making his run with the third of the 3 DRS zones on this track. And now it's that long right-hander down at turn 4. Plenty of incidents during the race come down there, and he's managed to handle that pretty nicely. Wants to keep it nice and close to the inside, and he does. And very similar split time in that second sector, so just about a tenth up as Fuller absolutely blows Quick Killer's time out of the water with about a 3/10 advantage with a 104.8. Let's see what Swiss Lord can do here. He's been going all right in that lap. He just ran slightly wide in the last corner. Will that cost him a little bit of time? Yes, it will, and it's a 1/10 gain, and it keeps him in 4th position. So an advantage, but not quite enough to move him up the order. And now we'll move on to Trenner in the McLaren on his second run. So he makes his way up to turn 3. Not the greatest start to the lap, about a 1/10.5 down. So it's going to be hard to recover from for the rest of the lap. We'll have a look at Tetris. Now he's making his way through the middle sector and looked pretty handy through there. We'll see what kind of split time he can come up with. He's got his teammate going slowly in front of him. And nicely done Tetris through there, but he's about 2 seconds down, so maybe he's on an outlap, a second outlap before he gets his main lap started. We'll look at Trenner now. Trenner's turned it around a fair bit. He's going to get a little bit of a slipstream there from the Williams. And he's about a 10th up on his lap time. He has a chance to knock off Quick Killer's second place here. DRS open to the line now. And not quite. He's improved slightly, but it's still a 105.2, not quite fast enough to improve his position. What about Batman now? He's about a 10th up. He's going to need a little bit more than that. He's about 1.2 seconds away from Fuller. He's currently in 13th in that Mercedes, so plenty of time to be gained through here, and he's making his way through now pretty solidly. We've got about 7 minutes left in qualifying, so drivers now making their second last runs and coming to the pits and setting up for their last attempt. Batman up 2/10 now into the final set of corners. Very easy to go over the track limits here, and he just keeps it inside. Crossing the line now to 105.9, a slight improvement up to 12th. Would think there'd be a little bit more time in the bag there for Batman, so still one more chance for him in this qualifying session. And we'll see who else is on a lap. Mumba Mentality might be. Yep, up a 10th through the first sector in that AlphaTauri. He's in 6th, and he's got a little bit of time to be made up. All the top drivers now starting to come into the pits, preparing for their final run. And we'll see what Mumba Mentality can do here. There's about 6 minutes left in qualifying. And now making his way through the middle sector, the most technical of the track around here in Austria, and can be a massive bonus if you nail it. He took it all right, but lost a little bit of time compared to his first lap, but he's still slightly ahead. So now coming into the final corner, we'll see what he can do. DRS open to the line now, and it is a 3/10 gain. It's a 105.1. He really nailed that final sector, and that puts him up into second place. So great lap from him in the AlphaTauri. And we'll have a look at the Alfa Romeo now. And it's getting very competitive here in Tier 3 at the moment, which is lovely to see. And I'll be back in just a moment. Sorry for this. Apologies for that minor interruption. But we're back here towards the end of qualifying here in Tier 3. Deadly Fuller still hanging on to his pole position by about 3/10 at the moment, so we'll see if there's any late challenges as we watch Almighty Gob on his lap. And thanks Ads for the support. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream tonight. Lovely to be here on my first time in Inters. Usually commentate with Partner League Oz F1. And we have a lot of fun over there as well. So hopefully we get to see just as good racing in this league tonight. Watching Ratbag at the moment. He's up about 2/10 on his time. Currently in 14th. So plenty of time to be gained for him. He's going to be looking to make his way up the order. And now making his way through the middle sector. DRS open down towards turn 4. He's taken that pretty well, has Ratbag. As we enter the final 2 minutes, we'll see quite a few of the lead drivers start to come out to see if they can improve their position late on here. As Ratbag's now up 3/10. It's been a pretty tidy lap from him. Just needs to hold it together through the final sector. And he's making his way down now. Needs to keep it nice and close to the inside. Make sure to keep it in the track limits around the final corner. And that looks like a very handy time from Ratbag. Should be a solid improvement. And it's a 105.8. Lost a little bit of time in the final sector. He's up to 13th. And now we'll see the leaders coming out onto the track. Mamba Mentality and Deadly Fuller. We'll see if he can challenge Fuller in first at the moment. It's about a 3/10 gap. So Fuller looks to have it pretty consolidated. No one else has really seemed to be able to challenge his dominance so far. But we'll see if someone can put something together really late here. Maybe Trenner on an outlap as well. But it's very tight between 2nd to 6th place. About 1.5 tenths separates all of them. And they're all out on track. And the first of which is going to be Deadly Fuller, the current pole sitter. And he crosses the line now. Argo has retired. He's in 10th, so no improvement from there for him. And we'll see if Deadly Fuller is going to push on this lap. He does have time for another one if he chooses to do so. But it looks like he's having a go on this one. And he's already up over a 10th here. The track evolving quite nicely for him. So if he can improve on this time even further, this would be a massive advantage for him and the Haas team. Deadly Fuller looking to make his way up into 2nd. And this is his, in the championship, this is his golden opportunity to put it on pole and run away in the race, and he's looking to do so at the moment. Powers, the championship leaders, only down in 10th, so he's got to try and pull something out as well. Deadly Fuller up a 10.5, and as long as he can hold it together through this final sector, I don't see anyone knocking him off here. And here he goes, keeps it nice to the inside. He really threw the car into that corner, and he's had a little bit of a slide there, but it looks extremely good from Fuller. Crosses the line. It's a 104.6. What a great lap that was. What about Mamba Mentality in 2nd? Has he got any improvement? I don't think he's got enough here. No drivers in the 104s, but Deadly Fuller in the 104.6s. And no one seems to be challenging him. Mamba Mentality didn't improve on that lap. What about Quick Killer? What about his teammate who's a little bit further up the road? And a lot of drivers have now finished the qualifying session. And only a few left. Let's see if the Alfa Romeo here, who's about 2/10 up on his time, can he cause any disruption to the leaders? He's up about 2/10. Powers only 5th fastest. A bit out of position for him usually. And now Bangla. And he's invalidated in the final corner. He was going for an improvement, I think. We'll see what he would have got. Would have been a 125.0. Big shame. Quick Killer's off as well. So Deadly Fuller's taken pole position here in Austria, unless Quiet Cake can do something. I don't think he can. And yeah, just a moment there at the final corner. Would have been good enough for 2nd, but unfortunately, it is not going to be good enough. Quick Killer had a chance as well. The Alfa Romeos will be happy with 3rd and 4th in qualifying, but Deadly Fuller, just no one could stop him in this qualifying session. And now we'll see what happens in the sprint race. So that wraps it up for qualifying. Deadly Fuller on pole by 4.5 tenths. What a qualifying session it was for him. Mamba Mentality in second. Pretty good lap from him, considering the circumstances. He's done pretty well. Quick Killer in third. And then Bangla in fourth. And then followed by Powers, Trenner, Swiss Lord, Tetris, Batman, and Quiet Cake round out the top 10. Should be set for a great race here in Austria. We start with a sprint. And we'll see. Yep, apologies. I will scroll through the results. There goes Argo, Gob, Jenneth, Ratbag, Dan the Racer, and then Scotty, Wayne, Morris, and Parsville. No lap time set. So can Fuller maintain that pole position he's set in qualifying? What's his race pace going to look like? What's the weather going to look like is the big question. Will there be any rain on the cards? Usually there is in Austria. But it looks pretty good here for the sprint race. And here we go, the lights coming on for the formation lap. And drivers now taking a lap to warm up here before the sprint race. 12 laps it'll be, but they will absolutely fly by in this race. And we'll have a look at the tyre situation. Most of the drivers on mediums. Mamba Mentality going on the softs from second place, looking to get that extra speed off the line. And Parsville in 18th, going on the hard tyres. So interesting strategy calls from those two. And we'll see how the softs will hold up in this race. They will make it to the end. It's just that pace might start to drop off massively. So Mamba Mentality probably hoping for a safety car or two to see if that can maintain his advantage. But he's definitely going to have the superior grip off the line. Deadly Fuller will be trying to keep him behind, but he wouldn't be too worried because those medium tyres would be the preferred race tyre. We'll have a bit stronger pace as the sprint goes on. But all other drivers deciding to go with the mediums, both the Alfa Romeos, Powers, Trenner, Swiss Lord, Tetris, Batman and Quiet Cake. So Williams leading the Constructors' Championship, but their two drivers are 5th and 8th, so not the most ideal positioning for them. Could be a big day for Alfa Romeo. They're 3rd in the Constructors, and they've got two drivers in 3rd and 4th position, so they will be hoping for a good result today as Fuller now approaching the grid. And Parsville now making his way around the final corner. Pretty quick formation lap. And this will be a quick sprint race as well. And both the top two got disqualified there, so obviously parked their cars incorrectly. That could give Quick Killer the advantage starting in 3rd. And now the drivers all lining up ready to go. Just about to get this sprint race underway this evening. And the lights are coming on, the positions are all over the place. We'll go on board with Mamba Mentality. Lights coming on for the Inters Tier 3 sprint race in Austria. And we are underway. Great getaway from Mamba Mentality. He's moved straight into the lead alongside Deadly Fuller. And going around the outside is Quick Killer. Fuller's been spun round. He's lost his wing. He just got sandwiched in between the two of them. And the pole sitter, after such a great qualifying session, has dropped all the way down the order, down into 16th. That is heartbreaking for him. But now we look into the lead, and Powers has just rammed into the back of the Alfa Romeo, and he's had to take avoiding action there. Powers up into 2nd place, but there is absolute drama off the start here. I think Powers may have to try and give that place back to Quick Killer, or he might pick up a penalty But yeah, massive moment there. Mamba Mentality couldn't have gone better for him. He's now about a second and a half ahead. Quiet Cake making a move on Batman. They're wheel to wheel here. Batman just had a look down the inside, couldn't quite get through. Quiet Cake holds on to that 8th place. Swiss Lord had a moment there, I think, lost a bit of time. We're having a bit of an issue with the timing screen here as Quick Killer getting really close to Powers again, and they could go for round 2 after Powers punted him a little bit. This could get a little bit feisty. We're looking a little bit further towards the back. Quiet Cake and Batman having a close moment, and Fuller into the pit, so he's going to be down in dead last, sadly for him. A massive shame, but yeah, he does have the rest of this sprint race and the feature race to try and make those positions back up. And Powers in 2nd place. Quick Killer trying to chase him down. And he's got a great slipstream here, does Quick Killer. And having a look down the inside, but doesn't go for it. He's getting quite close there. We'll look a little bit further back. And some close battling action here between Batman and Quiet Cake again. Batman trying to make the move. And Argo ready to pick up the pieces as well. In a bit of an Aston Martin sandwich is Batman at the moment. Batman leaves Argo the space. He gets caught on the curb a little bit there. And just has to avoid any incident there. And close battling as well here between Wayne Morris and Jenneth. He's getting pretty close. He's burning the battery as well. Mamba Mentality's almost pulled out 2 seconds, although I'm not sure how accurate that is because we're having a bit of a timing screen glitch here at the moment. We'll try and see if that'll fix it up. It doesn't look like it. Looks like it has fixed for the most part now. Quick Killer with the DRS on Powers in the meantime. Trying to make that move for 2nd place. He's going to go again around the outside. Powers forces him wide. He's not going to let him through easily, but the switchback by Quick Killer, a lovely move by the Alfa Romeo, gets him up into 2nd place. And that is some great driving by him there. Powers couldn't do much about it. And that's a bit of justice served there for Quick Killer. Well done, as the other Alfa Romeo is going to try and chase him down as well. Tetris just is on the back of this pack, but Mamba Mentality's pulled out about 3 seconds to Quick Killer. I wonder what's going to be said about that first corner incident, whose fault that might have been. I think Quick Killer might have been involved, and I'm not sure what's happened to the Alfa Romeo. He's just lost a couple of places to Swiss Lord and Tetris there, and down into 6th place, and we'll look a little bit further down the field here. Quiet Cake closing in on Dan the Racer. He did go a little bit wide. And he'll definitely be receiving a warning for that poor exit from the Alpine. Quiet Cake could make a move down the main straight. He's pulled to the inside, but not enough pace there. So maybe a bit lower downforce run by Dan the Racer. Quiet Cake cuts that corner again. So he's had a couple moments here, but the DRS open should be powerful enough this time with the battery. He moves to the inside, and he's still... Oh, he's going to make a move. Lunge down the inside. Forces Dan the Racer off the track. He has to go off. And now Batman has found a way through as well. So some very tight racing early on here. And back comes Batman down the inside of Quiet Cake. And he's tried to keep the nose in there, but unfortunately it's compromised the exit. And now the Alpine is back alongside him, and he should be able to get through. And he does. Nicely done. Oh, he's just broken right in front of him, and he's gone onto the gravel. And now Batman makes his way back through. So a few awkward moments there for Dan the Racer. Wayne Morris up into 10th after a qualifying ban. That's a pretty good start for him. Jenneth on the back of Batman now as well. And this is getting very tight here. And between 8th and 9th, Jenneth will have the DRS, but not the greatest exit out of the final corner. So that's going to hurt him a little bit. And Batman's lost some time to Quiet Cake as well. Trenner's coming into the pits. So maybe he's picked up some damage. He's had a poor start. We'll have a look at the position changes to see the impact so far. And yeah, Swiss Lord's had a good start, up 3 places. Or everyone in the top 4 has gained positions in this race. And now Swiss Lord gaining on Powers as well. So Powers has struggled off the start. Maybe he's got a little bit of front wing damage from that incident with Quick Killer on the first lap. That could be hampering him a little bit. But now Quick Killer slowly starting to bring in that gap to Mamba Mentality. So you can see the soft tyres starting to fall off a little bit. Wayne Morris, as I said, up 7 places. Jenneth up 4. Dan the Racer up 4 as well. So all having good races. Deadly Fuller and Trenner the big losers so far. And now Swiss Lord all over the back of Powers. try and see if Powers has got any wing damage, and doesn't look, nothing that's visible. But I think he's definitely got his pace affected as Swiss Lord blasts past the Williams into third place. And now the other Alfa Romeo of Bangor might be doing the same thing here. And we could get a potential 3-car battle. It's a great view on board the Alfa Romeo. But Swiss Lord's just lost a couple of places. Is he going to go down the inside on Powers here? Not quite, just lifts a little bit earlier and manages to keep the place ahead of Swiss Lord. Almighty Gob's picked up a 3-second penalty as well. Now Swiss Lord right on the back here of the Alfa Romeo, who has pretty much no battery left. And Tetris is also just waiting for his moment towards the back. In the meantime, Quick Killer's brought down that gap to the lead to about 2.3 seconds. It was out at 3 seconds previously, so could be on here. Dan the Racer and Batman, another battle between them two, and Dan the Racer has made his way back through on Batman. They've had some close racing already, but Batman now down at a 10th place, so interesting there. Almighty Gob closing in on Ratbag, about 2/10 the difference between them two. But we'll go up the order a little bit to watch this close battle from third downwards. And Swiss Lord getting close to the Alfa Romeo in front of him, who's also getting close to Powers. Is a move going to be made here to get back on Powers? Trying to look to the outside. Powers with some good straight line speed. He's going to go around the outside here. Powers going to try and hold the inside line. They keep it nice and clean, both of them. They avoid contact only just. And Powers is going to come back at him with all the little battery he has left. And he's going to break late down the inside as he got it. And it's still close. He's hanging it out around the outside. They keep the space. This is brilliant racing between these two. Oh, they bump wheels a little bit, it looks like. Around the outside goes Powers. And I believe the Alfa Romeo has gone off the track. He's been spun round by Powers. And they were very, very close to each other through that set of corners. And it looked inevitable there that something was going to happen, and it did. Powers, unfortunately, has been in a couple of incidents already early on in this sprint race, so we'll see if he's subject to any sort of penalty. But his teammate Tetris up into 5th place, and Wayne Morris up 10 places into 7th, so he's flying along in this sprint race. 4 laps to go, and Quick Killer's closed that gap to 1 second to Mamba Mentality. So those soft tyres now, as we thought might happen, have started to fall off, and now it's all about whether he can defend that lead. But for the meantime, Swiss Lord still trying to get on the podium in this sprint race. He's had a few cracks at Powers, and now he's going to give it another go here, but he's a little bit too far back on this occasion. Tetris is also just hanging on to that DRS. What Powers has got to do is sort of try and bring his teammate into the game a little bit here, and just hold up Swiss Lord a little bit if he can't pull away. Quiet Cake also gaining on Tetris. He's had a good race as well. And Wayne Morris a little bit further back. And now there's been a big incident, and the Alfa Romeo of Bangor is facing the wrong way again. And I think that might have been something to do with Dan the Racer and Batman have been squabbling for a few laps now. But it's just been a horror race for that Alfa Romeo, as Quiet Cake did get past Tetris in a very interesting spot on the track there. So nicely done by Quiet Cake. Tetris is now gaining back on the Aston, not enough though. And Swiss Lord starting to close in on Powers, and he got a better exit out of turn 1. Powers struggling for battery. Swiss Lord has a lot more, and we'll just move to the lead quickly because Quick Killer's getting really close. Swiss Lord up into 3rd, and now can Quick Killer make his move for the lead? He's got a lot more battery. This move seems inevitable with a couple laps left in the sprint, but he's just got to hold off for the moment. And it's been a great sprint race, great strategy battle between the lead two as Jenneth picks up a penalty as well. Power's going to try and hang on to Swiss Lord, but Swiss Lord looks to have more pace in this sprint so far, and now Quiet Cake in between the two Williams, so he's going to want to get out of that situation pretty soon. And it's a good little 4-car battle that we've seen from 3rd to 6th here, and it's just starting to steady a little bit. But now down the main straight, Quick Killer gaining on Mamba Mentality. He's got 2 laps to go after this, and I think he's just going to try and time his run here. He doesn't want to give Mamba Mentality the opportunity to get back past him, and you can see he's got the battery advantage as Scotty also picks up a penalty. So a few penalties starting to come through, and the driver's got to start to be careful with track limits here. And Quick Killer now really close to Mamba Mentality. This could be his opportunity right here. He's out of battery, is the Alpha Tauri. Quick Killer, is he going to make a move for the lead here? No, he's not. He's just going to hold back and just stays behind for the moment. And we look to this battle that's continuing on. Powers is now starting to get caught by Quiet Cake, but that DRS is going to help him hang on just for a little bit longer. So he returns to the lead here. This battle will resume very quickly. It's a very fast lap around Austria. So we'll get to see these two go at it once again. Mamba Mentality will be very happy with his race so far. And Quick Killer might be able to pinch the win off him here. And there's been a yellow at turn 1. It looks like Parzival, who's spun around. So he's about to get lapped by these two. Mamba Mentality is getting closed down by Quick Killer. Not quite enough on that occasion. You can see the battery difference between the two of them, though. And now Quick Killer's going to move to the inside. Is this going to be his opportunity to take the lead? And he goes for it down the inside. And Mamba Mentality going to try and hang on. He's going to have another chance with the DRS here. He got forced a little bit wider. Powers and Quiet Cake having a moment as well. Powers gets in front. Can Mamba Mentality do anything to fight this back? He's going to make a move down the inside. Late braking. Is he going to make it stick? He's going to try switch back Quick Killer, and the lap car's going to get in the way here, and they make contact to the two leaders. Thankfully, no damage caused there, but that lap car was in a very dangerous position of Parzival there. Thankfully, both cars are intact, and the battle can resume. And it's going to be coming up to the last lap of the race, so it's going to become quite urgent for Quick Killer to make his way through. He's got a lot more battery, but he needs to make that move stick. Mamba Mentality is going to do everything to try and keep him behind, despite the tyres that will be hurting him so much. Quick Killer is going to fake a move down the inside here. He's not going to want to make a move in there as Parzival retires in last place, unfortunately for him. And now here's the chance. Up towards turn 3. DRS open for Quick Killer. He moves to the outside. He's going to get all the way ahead of Mamba Mentality. And he's made the move into the lead of the race. And it's a poor corner for Mamba Mentality. So that's going to cost him. And Quick Killer should be able to hang on from here, I think. I don't think a late move can be made. But what a great comeback drive from Quick Killer there. He pulled in that 3-second gap. And now he's got the lead. Is there going to be any late moves? Quiet Cake's got a penalty, so he's going to lose a place to Tetris there. And I think Wayne Morris must have had a moment because he's lost a place to Batman in 7th. But it's been a great action-packed sprint race. Quick Killer took the lead on the final lap. It was coming for a few laps. It got a bit close, but he has driven a great race. And this will be a well-deserved sprint win as he rounds the final couple of corners. Doesn't want to pick up a penalty, just goes off the track there. And Mamba Mentality picks up a penalty. It's not going to hurt him, though. Quick Killer crosses the line to win the sprint in Austria, followed by Mamba Mentality, who drove a great race. And then Swiss Lord finishes off the top 3, and then Powers, and then it'll be Tetris, the two Williams in 4th and 5th. Quiet Cake gets demoted to 6th with his penalty. And then a bit further behind will be Batman and Wayne Morris. Dan the Racer and Batman going at it again. These two have been joint at the hip all race long. We'll see if any late moves can be made. And Argo just went off the track into the pit wall there, it looked like. And Wayne Morris is going to come 7th. Batman 8th. Dan the Racer 9th. Here they all come. And Scotty and Fuller got close there. Fuller demoted to 14th. And yeah, very unfortunate for Fuller as Argo just lost a few places there. And unfortunately, with that late moment. But yeah, you got to feel for Deadly Fuller down in 14th. But what a great sprint race that was. Quick Killer takes the win. Plenty of action to look forward to in the feature race. And unlike the new F1 format, the drivers will be starting in the order they finish the sprint. So Fuller's got to make his way all the way down through from 14th up to his pole position place where he started. But there's your sprint race results. Quick Killer takes the win. Mamba Mentality 2nd, Swiss Lord 3rd. The two Williams 4th and 5th. Quiet Cake 6th. Wayne Morris did very well to come 7th after a qualifying ban. And then Batman and Dan the Racer and Ratbag round out the top 10. So a very interesting race we've got set up here. We've got a few drivers we know have pace because we've seen them in qualifying. They're starting a bit lower down the order. Hopefully everyone keeps their noses clean on the start on this occasion. But We got plenty of time, about 36 laps, I believe, of racing in Austria, which we're all going to be very much looking forward to. As we get the formation lap underway here in Austria, looks like it's going to be a dry race, which is fantastic to see. And for the second time this evening, we'll be under the formation lap. Interesting strategy choices from a few of the drivers. The top 6 all on mediums. Wayne Morris is going to be starting on the hards, as is Trenner, Argo and Parzival. And Almighty Gob, the only driver to pick the softs, and everyone else has opted to go with the medium tyres. Most drivers will be looking to go for the one-stop if they can. But obviously, safety cars will likely come into play, and we'll change that a little bit. So, Quick Killer. The last man who was on pole in this race was Deadly Fuller. Unfortunately, became victim to a first corner incident that involved the 2 drivers in first and second currently. So he'll be hoping to avoid that situation. There's 36 laps, plenty of time to make your way through the field. You don't want to be trying to make too many places off the first corner, as there's plenty of time to show your pace. And it'll be interesting to see, can those 2 Williams drivers make their way through the field? Powers didn't have the greatest of sprint races. He is the championship leader. So can he make his way through the field and have a better feature race here? And Quiet Cake as well was very strong in that sprint. Wayne Morris gained about 10 places. So they're all threats. Deadly Fuller's down in 14th. Was by far the fastest in qualifying, so don't count him out either, because anything could happen in league racing. As we make our way to the line here, Quick Killer will be looking to park as close to the line as he can. Mother Mentality's missed it. I think that's the second time in a row he's missed the parking there. And we've got this shocking camera angle to contend with off the start. So we'll see if we can go on board with one of the drivers. And here we go, the lights are coming on for the feature race here in Tier 3. And we are underway in Austria. Swiss Lord with a great start, trying to go around the outside of Mamba Mentality. And he just holds the place. The 2 Williams drivers squabbling as well as we look further down the field. And there's been a bit of a hold up here. The McLarens get through of Jonathan Trenner. And we look towards the lead here as Tetris is being under pressure from Wayne Morris. Powers trying to make a move down the inside of Swiss Lord, and he does. Nice move up into 3rd place. And Swiss Lord almost got ran into by Tetris there, but luckily no incident. And we look a bit further down here. Wayne Morris has got some good pace off the line on those hard tyres. Impressively, he looks to make a move down the inside, but doesn't quite make it stick. He's up into 6th already, which is a great start for him. And we have a look at Swiss Lord all over the back of Powers once again. And they were having a good battle at the end of the sprint, which looks like it's going to continue in the race here. And Mamba Mentality and Quick Killer have already made a good gap to Powers in third, which is good to see for both of them. We'll see if that battle can continue as Swiss Lord goes a little bit wide. That's going to hurt him. And now Powers' teammate Tetris, who got a great exit out of the final corner, can start to put some pressure on him. And Wayne Morris and Quiet Cake as well try to make their way through. So we've got another timing screen glitch, unfortunately, off the start that we'll try and get that fixed as soon as possible. But yeah, very clean start compared to what we saw in the sprint, which is good to see. And Swiss Lord making a move on Powers, and he's back up into third place. So that battle continues. Powers just clipped the rear of the Mercedes there. Fortunately, no damage for either car there, and Powers is now back onto Swiss Lord and can't make a way through into third position there. So good battling from them for the most part. We'll look a little bit further down the field here. And most of the drivers have created a little bit of a gap here. And getting close to Dan the Racer is Scotty in the Ferrari and going down the inside at a very interesting corner to do it, but nicely done by Scotty. He's done very well to make that move stick, and he's up into 13th. But Dan the Racer is going to be pressurising him, and they're going to go wheel to wheel again here. Dan the Racer lifts off very early, doesn't want to cause an incident. That corner is very difficult for two drivers to go side by side through, so made the smart decision there. Fuller lost a position off the start. He's going to try and make up for it, but he can't. And gaining on the leader is Mamba Mentality. He makes his way through on Quick Killer, and he's done very nicely there. Can Quick Killer make his way back? They're both on equal tyres now, so it's a fair fight between the both of them. And DRS already open, and those first three laps have already flown by. Powers back into third position. So fantastic racing towards the top of the field here. Tetris trying to find a way through as well. Can't quite. But yeah, Powers still finding ways to get ahead of Swiss Lord, even though it looks like Swiss Lord has had the superior pace so far. Quick Killer gaining on Mamba Mentality here. And we'll have a look at the battery situation, and Mamba Mentality's already burnt a fair bit of it. And as you can see, Quick Killer now pressurising as he ran wide into that final corner. The DRS open once again, and the pressure's going to be on. He's going to make a move down the inside into turn one. Not many moves have been made here so far, but Quick Killer has made it work here, and he's up into the lead. And now Mamba Mentality is going to try and fight it back. He's going to have the DRS here. He's burning the battery, and he's going to look to make a move back for the lead here. He goes down the inside, and they're wheel to wheel once again. And he's got the move, but cutting underneath him is Quick Killer. And this is great racing from the two leaders, and Quick Killer's going to get him back again here, I think. It's going to get close into turn four. He's fully alongside him. Down the inside he goes, and he gets back through into the lead. Nicely done, Quick Killer. There's a yellow flag behind. I think it was Jenneth who's got off the track there in the McLaren, but it's all cleared up now. But fantastic racing between the top two, and it's not done yet, because Mother Mentality's still chasing down Quick Killer. Is about 2/10 the difference, but I think Quick Killer has the advantage at the moment. He's got a lot more battery available, but still fantastic to watch between those two. And this battle between third, fourth, and fifth is heating up as well. But we'll stick with the leaders here. Mamba Mentality just using the DRS to gain here. He'll probably want to make a move into turn three. These two overtook each other 3 times in the last lap. Will we see some similar action here? It looks like he's not going to burn too much of the battery, is Mamba Mentality, so maybe just going to try and stick behind him here already. We're already on lap 5 in this race. It is absolutely shooting along this race, and now look how close everyone's getting here. Wayne Morris and Tetris trying to follow Swiss Lord and Powers. Will Swiss Lord try to make a move on Powers? He's going to get close to him. He's going to move to the outside and just sticks behind him for the moment. Gets a good exit, but he's compromised a little bit by Powers in front of him. And this 4-car battle has been fantastic to watch throughout the sprint and the main race. Just look how close they all are. And it's been a fantastic display so far. The two leaders have been pulling away, though. They've got the superior pace, it looks like. Mamba Mentality just trying to hang on to Quick Killer's DRS at this stage. And Swiss Lord goes, has a moment. Tetris makes his way through into fourth. And Wayne Morris finds a way through. And Wayne Morris could get 2 cars in the space of one straight here. He's going to put his nose down the inside and make a move. It gets really close. and Wayne Morris forces Tetris off the track, and now they both come back on. Wayne Morris has the DRS, and a little bit of battling behind between Quaicake and Swiss Lord as well. Around the outside goes Wayne Morris. They're wheel to wheel again. Argo's out of the race, and it's a safety car right as the battle was going to get very heated there, and that was a very inopportune moment for a safety car. I was very intrigued to see how that battle was going to end, but unfortunately, we've been robbed of it. Argo's out of the race. Unfortunately for him, not sure what happened to him. But this is going to bunch the field up again. It'll be interesting to see what the strategy is going to be. I think Gob will probably come in on those softs. Will any of the medium runners come into the pits? It might be a bit too early in the piece for that. But yeah, let's hope this battling continues. It's a shame the safety car came out because everyone was battling so well. Quick Killer decides to stay out. And it looks like most of the drivers are going to stay out on this occasion. The two Williams drivers have made their way up into third and fourth. And Wayne Morris continues to make his way through the field. He's up into fifth. One of the Alfa Romeos has decided to roll the dice here. We'll see what tyres he's going to come into and if he needs a wing change at all. He's going to go onto the hard tyres. So a couple of drivers going to make the gamble, try and run them to the end of the race. Fuller's one of those who's going to do that, and I think that's probably a wise decision by him. If he has the pace to do it, he could potentially gain a lot of places from this decision, and Gob comes in as well. So we've got a couple split strategies now, but all the drivers in the lead have decided to stay out for the moment. So we'll just have a quick look at the position changes so far in the race. The top two have held their positions off the start. They've been fantastic all race long. Powers and Tetris both go up one place, and Wayne Morris up two as well. Swiss Lord's been the big loser of the race so far, down 4 positions, and he was looking very racy off the start. So I think he's got plenty of time to make his way back up the field. Trenner's up 4 places as well, and Parsville, who really struggled in that sprint race, is up 4 into 14th as well. And just the bottom 3 drivers have made a pit stop at this stage. So yeah, we'll see what kind of strategy impact that makes. The safety car should be in at the end of this lap, and we can get this fantastic battling underway again between the top 5 drivers. We'll see if the likes of Powers and Tetris can join the leaders in battle here. Will they be able to pull a similar gap to what they did off the start? But yeah, Powers has found his way into a position where he can threaten for the win, and he is the championship leader, so you can never count him out of these races, even though he hasn't been the fastest so far. And the race now in the hands of Quick Killer as the safety car pulls into the pit lane. And we're going to get restarted on lap 9 of the Austrian Grand Prix here. Who's to say what can happen here in this race? And Quick Killer bolts off very early and follows him along, does Mamba Mentality, and is reacted pretty well, but there's a pretty big gap that's been pulled to the rest of the field here. So great restart from Quick Killer, gets him into a comfortable position at the moment, but Mamba Mentality has gained on him quite a bit. He's already burnt a fair bit of his battery, and he's putting some pressure on the lead up. He's going to try and make a move down the inside. He's got a great slipstream. Looks towards the outside just trying to pressure Quick Killer into making a defensive move there. And he loses a little bit of time on the exit. Tetris putting a little bit of pressure on his teammate. Wayne Morris is now going to come alongside him and try and make up another position here. Those hard tyres have been working brilliantly for the Haas there, and he's up in a 4th position. Absolutely fantastic. And yeah, he's started the sprint in 17th and now in the feature race up into 4th, and it's only lap 9. So much time left in this race. And yeah, been very impressive from him. Mamba mentality. Still hanging on to the back of Quick Killer. It's been a fantastic battle between these two. And he's been able to hang on to him pretty well, even though Quick Killer's looked probably the more comfortable of the two so far. Tetris doesn't want to let Wayne Morris go easily here. He's still on the back of him. But he's going to hold on to that position. That slipstream is giving him just the extra speed to stay ahead of the Williams at the moment. Can Wayne Morris make it 2 Williams in 2 laps here? He's gaining. He's burnt a fair bit of his battery. Power's starting to burn his battery as well. What about the battle for the lead here? Mother Mentality getting close to Quick Killer. Didn't get the greatest exit out of that corner. So that ruins his chance of making a move for the lead. But as long as he stays in that DRS range, he's going to be able to put some good pressure on him here. And late braking from Tetris nearly runs into the back of Wayne Morris, but luckily no incident. And you can see just how close Wayne Morris is getting. Those hard tyres have been kicking into gear now. The mediums will start to struggle a little bit now as we have entered the 10th lap of the race. Look how close Mum Mentality has gotten here. He's within 2/10, and he's faking to the inside. He's trying to get, trying to force Quick Killer into a defensive move and compromise his exit, which he has done to some extent here. The DRS is going to be on down the next straight, not this one. But Mother Mentality has had some superior pace off this restart, and he looks bound to make a move for the lead. He's followed him quite closely. DRS open. Great corner from Quick Killer, though. And there's been a yellow, and going slowly was Swiss Lord, and he's been caught up in another incident. And in the meantime, Mother Mentality got alongside Quick Killer, but just pulled out of it. And he's going to get yet another opportunity here down towards turn 4. He's gaining massively. And he's going to look around the outside to make a move for the lead. And he does. Mother Mentality takes the lead of the race. But down the inside, back goes Quick Killer and takes that position back. Mother Mentality thought he had the move done. But it wasn't the case. And now he hangs on to that place. So I'll just give Gob a quick invite now. Can't find him on the list, but anyway, yeah, fantastic racing there. Mother Mentality thought he had the lead. Quick Killer took it back off him straight away. So, and Powers is gaining. He's about 4/10 back. So this could turn into a potential 3, 4, or even 5-car battle for the lead here. All the top 6 have DRS of each other. Quiet Cake is going to make a move here. Potentially, Mother Mentality is going to try and take the lead again here. This time he gets it. But will Quick Killer be able to make a move back now? Here he goes, DRS open. Mother Mentality, early defense to the inside, but he tries to squeeze him a little bit. It gets very tight. Quick Killer not afforded a lot of space there. Fortunately, they keep it non-contact there, but they're going wheel to wheel here, and Quick Killer's going to try and make it a move around the outside. Oh, late braking is going to go off. Oh, he's just stayed on the track here. Powers now the big chance. And a very close racing between the two leaders. It got very close there. But thankfully they were able to avoid any incident. And Quick Killer now coming back at Mumma Mentality, who has the lead of the race. And the lead has swapped hands many times already through the sprint and feature races. Can Quick Killer take back that lead again? Wayne Morris is gaining on Powers as well. Look how close these top 4 cars are at the moment. And this is exhilarating stuff. Quiet Cake must have had some sort of incident. He did with Tetris, I think. Is Tetris coming into the pits for a wing change maybe, or is it just strategy? I'm not sure, but here goes Quick Killer down the inside again. And he's got it. Powers really close to Mumba Mentality, and he's going to come alongside him here and get through into second. So the AlphaTauri's just lost 2 places in the space of 1 corner, and he could lose 3 here because Wayne Morris is flying along. Powers making a move for the lead as well. He's going to try and make it stick. I don't think he's got it though. Oh, poor moment from Quick Killer. gives Powers an opportunity, and Wayne Morris up in a third as well. And Mamba Mentality's just lost 3 places in the space of a couple corners. Incredible stuff here. And now Powers putting the pressure on. Mamba Mentality all over the back of Wayne Morris, trying to win that place back. But he's just hanging on for the moment. And we'll just look back at the lead here. Powers is going to start putting pressure on Quick Killer. He's picked up a 3-second penalty. As I say that, that is going to hurt him. And now what about Mamba Mentality? He's so close to him. He's going to go onto the grass to try and make a way through, and he can't. And, yeah, great defence from Wayne Morris there. It's getting very, very tight here between the top 4. Powers now 2/10, 1/10 into the lead of the race he goes. He's got a penalty. Quick Killer tries to hang it out around the outside. As he got it, he's done really well. Fantastic defensive driving from Quick Killer we've seen so far. And Wayne Morris is gaining on these two as well. Powers now makes the move down the inside into turn 4. Nothing Quick Killer could do about that. But he's going to try and get him back in the next lap or two. Wayne Morris also waiting to pick up the pieces of a potential moment for either of these two drivers. And Quick Killer is still trying to make his way back through. And we're on lap 14 here, almost halfway through the race. And we have seen plenty of action. I hope you're all enjoying what you're seeing so far. This top 4 battle has been exhilarating, to say the least, as Mamba Mentality goes off the track there. He's struggled in the last couple of laps here. And Quick Killer with that DRS now gaining on Powers. Unfortunately, he's picked up that penalty, so that does take the sting out of it for a little bit. And now great exit from Quick Killer. Wayne Morris isn't too far behind either. Here goes Quick Killer. He's going to move to the outside. How hard is Powers going to defend this position? And he's swooped into lead as Quick Killer. Powers is going to come back at him again, though. And Mamba Mentality closing in on Wayne Morris too. Powers is not going to have enough, I don't think, down this straight. No, he's not. What about Mamba Mentality? No, just sticks behind Wayne Morris for the moment. So Quick Killer back into the lead of the race. And he has looked the most comfortable of the top 4 in this race so far, and he's continuing to show his driving skill. It's been a really good display of driving, defensive driving from everyone so far. Not too many major incidents, unlike the sprint race. And in the meantime, Deadly Fuller on a different strategy. He's up in 9th place, which is good to see. There's been a yellow. I think it's Jenneth again. Jenneth off into the gravel. And fortunately, I don't think he's picked up any damage from that. And here we go, drivers starting to come into the pits. Quiet Cake has come in, and so's Trenner on the hard tyres. So interesting that he's come in that early for someone on the hard tyres, but we'll see how that goes for him. Powers is now making a move again for the lead here, and they're wheel-to-wheel. Powers on the inside, and he gets through again on Quick Killer. Wayne Morris and Mamba Mentality still waiting to pick up the scraps here, but it's been great driving from both of them. Quick Killer is going to be forced to the outside here. Powers defends well and just holds Quick Killer behind there. So Powers takes that lead back, and Quick Killer's pushing hard to try and make his way back through, but just going to stay behind for the moment. Fuller, in the meantime, is going to get straight past Batman into 6th place. So Fuller is on the charge here, and he has shown some fantastic pace. So he is right in this race as well, despite what happened to him in the sprint race. And Powers is at it. Oh, he's coming into the pits, sorry. And Quick Killer will take the lead for the moment. So we'll see who gets the advantage here. And moving to the insides, Mother Mentality on Wayne Morris. They're going to go wheel to wheel into turn 1. They're getting very close to Quick Killer. They bang wheels, and they're still side by side. And it looks like Mother Mentality's got through. Wayne Morris is going to duck into the slipstream though, and it's very tight between these two. Wayne Morris looks for the inside, and he goes down the inside as well, forces Mother Mentality off the track, and gets through into 2nd place. It got a bit tight there between them two, but it looks like they've come through unscathed. Unfortunately, Mother Mentality, I'm not sure if that was fair or not by Wayne Morris, but they've dropped some time to Quick Killer now, so that little battle has hurt them. And this is going to help Quick Killer pull away and potentially get the undercut on Powers, or the overcut on Powers, should I say. So we'll see. I presume Quick Killer is going to make his way into the pit lane on this lap, as Wayne Morris is going very slowly there. And he's let Mama Mentality back through. So nicely done there by Wayne Morris. And Quick Killer's decided to stay at another lap. But he has pulled now the gap to these two by about 3 seconds. Wayne Morris trying to have another go. And Deadly Fuller's up into 4th place and just 6 seconds back from this battle here. So he is right on for a podium finish or potentially a race win because his pace has been fantastic. And Quick Killer is trying to make up as much time as he can here before he has to come into the pits. Powers is going to be held up by Ratbag a little bit. Or is he? Here goes Powers with those new tyres. He's going to blast through on the AlphaTauri. Didn't lose too much time there. What about Wayne Morris? He had to give the place back to Mum Mentality just a lap ago. There's a yellow. It's Gob in the wall there at the exit of turn 3. Doesn't want to hit the wall there and lose his wing. Oh, gee. He's trying to avoid any cars there is Gob. I think he should be able to get that out of the way. Yeah, but unfortunate for him, he's down now in 13th place. And now we watch this battle again. Wayne Morris in the Haas looking to take that 2nd place off Mamba Mentality here. He's about 3 tenths behind. Batman now comes into the pits from 5th place. It'll be interesting to see what Deadly Fuller does with strategy. He's gaining up. Oh, there's been an incident at turn 1 between Scotty. Looks like they've cleared it away there. Batman's gone on the soft tyres, interestingly, as Powers makes his way into 5th. And he's flying along here. And now Wayne Morris just sticking behind Mamba Mentality for the moment. And we'll see if Quick Killer comes into the pits this lap here. I think he might have just lost the lead here, but he's going to... Oh, here we go. Down the inside, Wayne Morris had a close moment again there. And thankfully, just backs out of that one this time. Doesn't want a repeat of what happened a couple laps ago. And they're losing time massively to Quick Killer here. So they've got to stop holding each other up here if they want to make their way or want to keep their position here. Is Quick Killer going to pull in the pits? No, he stays out another lap. So he's going to give himself the fresher tyres at the end of the race here. Mum Mentality decides he's had enough, and so does Wayne Morris. They're both into the pits here. So Quick Killer, the only driver to stay out. We'll see where they come out relative to Powers. Powers are going to get past both of them quite comfortably, I think, here, as Fuller makes his way into 2nd place. And Mum Mentality and Wayne Morris both enter the pit boxes, and they maintain their positions. So Powers making his way through turn 1. He's comfortably ahead of them. And getting close here is Ratbag and Quiet Cake. And we'll see if these two get close on the pit exit again. And they come out in 8th and 9th. So a fair way behind Powers. They lost a fair bit of time by staying out for that long. And what about Quick Killer? When's he going to come into the pits is the big question. I think he's definitely going to lose that place to Powers, but how much will those fresher tyres help him towards the end of the race? DRS open for Ratbag, trying to chase down... Oh, sorry, Trenner chasing down Ratbag. And he's getting quite tight as well. So Quiet Cake up to 5th place. He's undercut Wayne Morris and Mumpa Mentality as well. So go wheel to wheel here. And they're getting very close again of these two. And they've just managed to keep it away from each other. They've done very well to go side by side through there without incident. But Wayne Morris now on the ideal racing tyre, the medium, which should give him the advantage over the AlphaTauri here. And the DRS open as we enter lap 21 of this race now. It is absolutely flying along. Only 15 laps to go here. And we've already seen some incredible action, and there's still plenty more to come. Quiet Cake chasing down Dan the Racer, whose tyres will be struggling. And he's making a move into 4th place. I don't think the Alpine's going to fight that one back too hard. And he doesn't. So, and we have a look again. The Haas and the AlphaTauri. Wayne Morris trying to set up this move. He's just been struggling to get through. Dan the Racer gets back through on Quiet Cake as well, so didn't give up the place as easy as I thought it would. Here goes Wayne Morris having a look down the inside. Had a couple thoughts about it, but decided finally to not go for it as Quiet Cake finally does get through on Dan the Racer. And Quick Killer still into the pits. He's run those mediums for 21 laps, and he's continued to stay out. The gap to Powers is about 16 seconds, so it's well within a pit stop. And now, Wayne Morris still trying to make his way through. Can't do it. And now into the final quarter, Mother Mentality is going to get DRS because Trenner is battling with Dan the Racer. And this could interrupt this battle a little bit between these two. Almost stuck it down the inside as Wayne Morris, as Batman sets the fastest lap on his fresh soft tyres. And now Mother Mentality is going to want to clear Dan the Racer here. And yeah, I think you're right. As Dan the Racer goes down the inside of Trenner again, he's still trying to hang on to that position. And I think Quick Killer might be going onto mediums to softs potentially, which is a good shout there in the chat there. I think that's definitely what he may be doing. It will give him a massive pace advantage if he does. But look at this battling again here. Mother Mentality just has to watch this happen as Trenner goes around the outside. And now making a switch back is Mother Mentality and Wayne Morris. So he doesn't lose any time in this battle, does Wayne Morris, and he'll be thankful that Dan the Racer just ran a little bit wide, allowing him through, because now this battle can continue. Trenner is on relatively new tyres as well, so he's going to be fighting for this position too. So it could get a bit tasty here between these three. As Quick Killer continues to stay out, his medium's now 22 laps old, and Dan the Racer's medium's also 22 laps old. So they have been grinding it out, trying to conserve their tyres, and here goes Mother Mentality on Trenner. Looks like he's got it done before the braking zone, and he has. So now urgent that Wayne Morris makes his way through. Does not want to see that AlphaTauri pull away from him. And it's going to be a tough contest here between Trenner and Wayne Morris, because Trenner also has the DRS, and Wayne Morris can't find a way through yet. Or Kenny had a very late look there down the inside, but it was going to be a little bit too ambitious for him. And still trying to make his way through, can't do it. Quick Killer finally into the pits. Wayne Morris has a great run, and they go wheel to wheel. Trenner trying to hang on. He's just turned in on him a little bit there. They're very lucky that they're both facing the right way after that. And Quick Killer, great shout in the Twitch chat, is going on to the soft tyres. So is that going to be a very interesting battle towards the end? He's going to be chasing Powers to the end, and it's important that he gets ahead of Quiet Cake here. And it looks like he will just... Yeah, he does. And now Swiss Lord getting past Dan the Racer into 8th. Wayne Morris still trying to get past Trenner. And Mother Mentality is almost 2 seconds up the road from him. He's making a move on Quiet Cake. And Quiet Cake going to try and fight it. But I don't think he can. Mother Mentality up into 4th. Well done. But Quiet Cake is making his way back through. We know that he has plenty of skill as well, and makes his way back into 4th. Wayne Morris, 1.6 behind, has got a little bit of catching up to do now. Quick Killer now, only 2.5 behind Powers, so he did extraordinarily well to hang on to those medium tyres and only lose about 2 seconds. And he's just gaining at almost every corner now. Those soft tyres on fire, so this looks like to be a fantastic strategy move. But is Fuller going to take those hards to the end of the race? He's got 11 laps to go to do so. That's going to be an interesting call as well. Quick Killer has already gained about a second on that first lap, and that was just the warm-up lap on the soft tyres. Mother Mentality is going to go for round 2 with Quiet Cake in the meantime also. And doesn't have quite enough there, but he's got the DRS again. And he's going to make his way through. We've just seen some incredible racing. Shout out to all the drivers so far. It's been brilliant to watch. For the most part, very clean, very fair, but also very hard racing as well. No one giving up positions easily. So it's been very admirable as Wayne Morris is now, looks like he's finally gotten to the DRS range of Mother Mentality, or just about. And Quick Killer in a DRS of Powers, who's had a moment and he's off the track onto the grass. And Quick Killer now into 2nd place, but how much is that going to hurt Powers? Quiet Cake can now see him just in front. It's going to be, the gap's going to be closed to about a second now. So Powers has had a moment, and that is going to hurt him massively. Quick Killer into 2nd place, and he looks like he's in the prime position to win this race as he sets the fastest lap by a country mile. And now Powers only 1.1 seconds ahead of Quiet Cake, and Mother Mentality is on great drivers, on great tyres behind, as well as he has a moment into turn 1 there, and Wayne Morris gets through. He takes advantage of that opportunity, but he's going to try and fight him back here. Quiet Cake still hanging on ahead of these two. Could they go 3 wide into turn 3 here? Wayne Morris trying to make a way through. Can't quite. Mother Mentality had a poor corner. And Wayne Morris now trying to get into 4th place. It's all opened up for him now. This is the opportunity he's been waiting all race for. And he's got it into 4th place past Quiet Cake. And now he has a great chance to chase down Powers. He's only 2 seconds up the road. So we'll see what Wayne Morris can do now. He's got the advantage. And that was just a little mistake by Mamba Mentality that's cost him 2 spots. And now as we look at the battle for the lead, Quick Killer on fresh softs is chasing down Deadly Fuller, whose hard tyres have now reached an age of 20 laps. But he has done a fantastic job to hang on to this lead for so long. But that all will be coming to an end now, because Quick Killer has had some strategy masterclass here in Austria. And it's been fantastic to see. And, oh no! He's just hit the wall! And he's lost his wing. All the hard work has been undone there for Quick Killer. And no one, absolutely no one, including myself, saw that one coming. Quick Killer looked in the prime position to just take the lead of the race and run away with it. But he's just had a moment out of turn 3 into the wall. I cannot believe what I've just seen here. And now Powers is back up into 2nd. Wayne Morris is going to be able to make his way through onto the podium places here potentially. But this race has absolutely been flipped on its head. Wayne Morris into 3rd position. And Quiet Cake's going to make his way through as well. And Quick Killer's going to have to come into the pits. And this is heartbreaking for the Alfa Romeo here, who's driven a fantastic race. He gets so close there to Mother Mentality. But yeah, heartbreaking. And Mother Mentality picks up a 3-second as well. So Quick Killer has now had his race completely destroyed. He lost it by himself there. And Wayne Morris, this could be a Haas 1-2 here. Deadly Fuller's holding that 7-second gap. And this should be one of the great comebacks from Deadly Fuller now, if he can hang on to this race win. And Wayne Morris looks bound to overtake Powers for the lead here. Mother Mentality and Quiet Cake not far behind either. They've both got penalties though, so they won't be able to challenge Wayne Morris. And the Haas 1-2 is certainly on the cards here. Wouldn't that be a result for them? Quick Killer's coming out of the pits in 12th position, and his race in tatters now. He might be able to pick up a couple points, but yeah, I still can't believe that that's happened. Everything was working perfectly. And he's just lost it at the moment where he's going to take the lead. So now we have a look at Mother Mentality in 5th, closing in on Quiet Cake. Wayne Morris closing in on Powers. They're both pretty much out of battery. And there's been a yellow flag between Scotty and Bangler in the Alfa Romeo. Looks like they've sorted it out. But Fuller is holding this gap 6.5 seconds. Fuller now has a seriously good chance of winning this race from 14th on the grid. He started on pole position and he got taken out in the first corner of the sprint. It looked like it was going to be all over for him. But now it's game on. Wayne Morris going to try and make this a 1-2 for his team. Down the inside he goes. Powers making the switch back. And it's wheel to wheel between the two of them. He's not going to make it easy for Wayne Morris, but he's got the inside line here as Gob retires from the race. It's a safety car, and doesn't that spice things up once again? Deadly Fuller's going to be able to pit onto softs, and that could almost get him the win here. And Wayne Morris gets past Powers right at the perfect moment. It's Haas 1 and 2, and he's going to have to pit. No, Wayne Morris has a drive-through, and it's happened twice now. Quick Killer, just as the moment he thought he was on top, he spun around, and now Wayne Morris gets a drive-through penalty at the moment he thought he was in a great position. And wow, doesn't that hurt? And Deadly Fuller, the man who's kept his nose clean all race long, has now got fresh soft tyres and the lead of the race. But this does bring Quick Killer back into the race because he's on brand new soft tyres. He doesn't need to pit. We'll see how many places he can gain off that. But now Powers has actually gotten past Wayne Morris in the pits. So Powers back into 2nd place. And another heartbreaking story. There's been plenty of them so far this race. Wayne Morris pretty much out of this one. But this brings Swiss Lord back into the race as well. The only other driver without a penalty besides Fuller in the top 7. Quick Killer's in 8th, so he can still make his way through as well. But this is drama at its finest at the moment. What an incredible race we've seen here. This has been one of the best for racing here, and drivers have driven so well all race. They've just had it ripped away from them, and it's been devastating to see. Wayne Morris is the latest of that to happen. Quick Killer can still recover it. They're going to have about 5 laps once the safety car comes in. But yeah, Wayne Morris is going to have to serve that drive-through after the restart. And I think Deadly Fuller, barring an absolute disaster, will take this win home. And it's going to be fantastic to have a chat with him out after the race about how this has gone, because he would have been livid after that sprint race incident. He had pole position by 5/10. He deserves to be the winner. And all he has to do is hang on now and pull away from the pack. Wayne Morris says, fuck this game. Oh, shouldn't have said that. But yeah, I feel for you, mate. And this game is just, it can just break your heart sometimes. And a drive-through penalty, no fault of his own there. That's complete bad luck. And completely empathise with you there. And yeah, just looking through the field now. Trenner has made his way up as well. But everyone from 2nd to 6th has a penalty. So how's that going to impact the race here? Tetris has made his way back through in a 9th as well. So nice little recovery by him. The safety car helping a few people out. And I think we'll have another lap here because not all the drivers have quite caught up. How many laps can you go through on drive-through? I think you're going to have to pit as the safety car comes in, because there's a glitch where it disqualifies you if you don't come in straight away. So I don't think you'll be able to stay out I think you have to come in as the restart's happening. At least that's what I've seen happen in other races, unfortunately. But yeah, the Ferrari drivers, the last two to catch up to the pack. So wow, let's just take a breath for a moment. I think Deadly Fuller has this race in the bag at the moment. If anyone else has got any theories, let me know in the chat. But it looks to be his race to lose now. Swiss Lord, Quick Killer. Can they make their way through the drivers with penalties? They'll have that advantage of not having the penalties. And they've got to make sure they keep it on the track as well, so they don't have a penalty themselves. But we're going to get 4 laps of racing on the restart. And still anything can happen here. So here we go, safety car in this lap. It's going to be a sprint to the end here. 4 laps of racing led by Deadly Fuller. It's going to be in his hands. And what a turnaround it's been in just a few laps. The race has completely fallen into his hands here. When is Fuller going to jump? He's got Powers and Wayne Morris eager to get through behind him, and off he goes. Does Deadly Fuller. Powers reacts very well. He's quite close to him, in fact. And Wayne Morris not too far behind either. And it's all been a pretty even getaway here. Powers gaining on Fuller here. He's going to try and put some pressure on into turn 3. But it doesn't look like he's going to have quite enough here. Both burning the battery away. And he's gaining massively here as Powers, as Scotty, the Ferrari, picks up a penalty as well. Yellow flag, and that is Scotty, who's gone off there into turn 1. And here goes Powers. Can he make a move for the lead here on Deadly Fuller? He's gaining, but it's not going to be enough. Wayne Morris gaining on Powers as well, not quite. And now Trenner having a look down the inside. He can't get through. Quick Killer already got through on Swiss Lord, trying to make his way through on Trenner there. But now Swiss Lord coming around the outside, and he's keeping the nose in there, and he's just dipped into the gravel there, and he's going to lose that position, unfortunately. So Quick Killer up into 7th. There's still time for him to make a comeback and get some good points for his team. And now Wayne Morris and Powers still trying to chase down Fuller. They've got 3 laps to go as Wayne Morris sets the fastest lap, so he's got some great pace off this restart. And Scotty has had a few moments on this lap already, and he's now stopped on track. As Swiss Lord, the latest to pick up a penalty, so that's going to hurt him as well. He was meant to gain a few positions based on the penalties, but unfortunately for him, no good. And now Jenneth has had a moment as well, and he's off towards the back. And yeah, Haas have had a fantastic race here. They're still trying to secure a 1-2. It is possible, but at the moment, Quick Killer could be almost coming up into 2nd place after penalties. So still a good chance for him. Wayne Morris trying to chase down Powers. He wants to make it a 1-2 here as Scotty retires in the pit lane, unfortunately. Just hasn't been his day today. But now, big moment here in the race. Just a couple laps to go. We're going to do gap to the leader just to see Quick Killer 3.9 off the lead. And all these drivers have 3-second penalties. Wayne Morris now coming in for his drive-through. So unfortunately, that's going to be his race over pretty much. Powers now moves, Quiet Cake now moves into the podium places. Powers trying to make a move on Deadly Fuller. That Ferrari could get in the way. Thankfully stays out. And here's Powers gaining on Fuller. Here he goes with the DRS on the penultimate lap of the race. He's going to make it through into the lead, is Powers. But now he's got to try and pull out a 3-second gap, which is going to be very difficult to do in this short amount of time. Quick Killer is on for a 2nd place here at the moment. What a recovery it's been. He's in 5th on the road at the moment, and he's chasing down Mother Mentality and Quiet Cake. He's on older softs than everyone else. So what an impressive performance it's been from him to go from being in the wall to still in this race. Fuller all over the back of Powers. He wants to be very careful here. He's the one in the net lead of the race. He doesn't have any penalties. He just got to keep it on the track for one more lap, and he'll be able to take this win home. I'm sure he'd love to get it on the road, but a win's a win as Mother Mentality picks up another penalty. So he's got 6 seconds now. Here goes Quick Killer into 4th on the road here. Wayne had a drive-through penalty, unfortunately, so that's why he's down in 15th. And here goes Quick Killer now, and Fuller now coming back for the lead on the final lap of the race. And what a story it's been for Deadly Fuller. He takes the lead, and now Mother Mentality makes a dive on Quiet Cake, but goes off the track, and Quick Killer is going to make his way through on both of them into 3rd place, and he's going to get 2nd in this race, which is going to be unbelievable considering what happened just a few laps ago. He put it in the wall, but now he's back into 3rd position, and he thoroughly deserves it. He's going to get 2nd place, but all eyes up front here for the moment. Powers is going to try and pull away from Quick Killer. It's not going to be enough, though, and Quick Killer is going to end up taking that 2nd place, you would have thought. But Deadly Fuller had pole position and got spun on the first corner of the sprint race. He was down and out. Started the feature race in 14th, but he's come back fantastically, and he's going to win in Austria. What a finish it was. And Quick Killer's going to come home in 2nd, followed by Powers to complete the podium. Quiet Cake, Trenner, and then Batman comes up to 6th, followed by Swiss Lord, Tetris, Mother Mentality, and Parzival out of nowhere finishes 10th place. But congratulations to Fuller. What a comeback, and he deserved that win. And well done to Quick Killer and Powers as well, who round out the podium. Let's see if we can get a few of the drivers in for interviews potentially. So there are your results. Quick Kill is the overall winner of the day when it comes to points. He won the sprint race, came second in the feature, and gets the fastest lap as well. So fantastic job from him. And then Fuller and Powers rounding out the podium. What a race it was. I hope you all enjoyed it. And we've got our race winner in for interviews now. Fuller, congratulations on the win, first of all. What a comeback it was for you today after it looked like it was all over for you on lap one of the sprint. I got you there? Yep. Congratulations on the win. Did you think it was all over after the first lap of the sprint there, or did you always believe you could come back and win it?
Oh, mate, I thought I was in no chance then for that win. I had no chance. But yeah, come up with the goods.
There's brilliant stuff. And just talk us through the strategy in the race there. Pitting onto the hards early seemed to work out quite nicely for you as well.
Yeah, I was glad for that safety car because I was just going to get softs at the same time. So that safety car really saved me.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic stuff and well-deserved win for you. We'll move on to Powers, the third place finisher tonight. Powers looked to have struggled in the sprint race, but you found some good form in the race there.
Yeah, the sprint race just wasn't there for me. The mediums just weren't my thing in that sprint race. They were just kicking and sliding the entire race. So nothing I could do there. Just did what I could and just brought it home in the sprint when I could, which was good. Did P4, but the feature races where it really all kicked together for me, really. So had an alright start, just sat in there and then just watched and waited. Mamba and Quick Killer just watched them just battle it out for the entirety of that start race, and then got up on the back of them, just used them, and then came into the pits, undercut Mamba and Wayne pretty significantly, and then from there it was just I made that little error. I rode the curb through turn, I think it was turn 4 or 5. Rode the curb and just went into the grass, which let Quick Killer go, and there was just from there on, it was that safety car came out and it was softs, and I just flew and was very unlucky. The Quick Killer had a good run with those softs after the safety car, and he managed to pick me in the end in that feature race. So it was a good race from him, and Fuller especially as well. What happened in his sprint race was phenomenal to see him pull up on the top step today.
Yeah, fantastic drive from you today, Powers. Well done on the P3. We'll move to Quick Killer, second place finisher. I was heartbroken for you because it looked like you were just about to nick the lead off Fuller, and then you just lost it in the wall. But it was a great recovery from there.
Actually, yeah, thank you so much. Actually, the safety car helped me a lot. I was really pissed when I made that mistake. I was like, yeah, the win is gone. But then, unfortunately, a P2 is also a P2 with the fastest lap. Overall, 27 points in the back. I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, fantastic job, and congratulations on the sprint race win as well. You looked very speedy through there as well.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yep, and so thanks to all our podium finishers, and thanks to everyone for tuning in tonight. It was an absolute blast commentating for the first time in this league, and hopefully you'll have me back again soon, and we'll see you sometime in the next week for Inters again. I'm not sure what day the next race is, but see you then.